All right, so let's get to the bottom of this September 23rd, September 24th, 25th, 26th energy. Holy Spirit, what do we need to know about these September energies? Calamity. Calamity. Enterprise. Judgment. Justice. Expectation. Expire. Crossroads. Crossroads. Cross. Judgment. Calamity. So what is the calamity? I'm seeing like farms, cows, cloudy skies, movement, gray skies, depletion, crops. Cycles. Judgment. So, mystery surrounding what? Politics. Astro something. Astrophysics. Physics. And politics. Heavy. I'm hearing the last hooray. Last hoorah. Hooray. Governing. Power. Listing. Registered seats. Calamity, but calamity. All right, let's into the cards here. So the cards are all upright and in order. Alright, so Divine Holy Spirit, pure divine white light, only anything that's not leave now, you're not welcomed here. What can you tell me about the events for September 23rd to the 26th? What do we need to know about the events surrounding September 23rd through the 26th? Governing channels. Governing channels. So can you make this plain for me, Holy Spirit? Make the communication easy to understand. May it be interpreted with 100% accuracy, please, and thank you. With the help of my spirit team, allow the messages to come through effortlessly for my understanding. Please put my ego behind me. I do not want to hear from my ego. Seven of Swords. Things have been going on for too long now. Interesting. Well, I would just like to know what exactly is happening that's been going on for too long now, Spirit, please, and thank you. What is it that we need to know in regards to the events surrounding September 23rd through the 26th? Transgressions. Okay. Immediately. This whatever this energy is, it's immediately. So it's the Seven of Swords reversed, the 10 of Sacred Circles reversed, and then the 4 of Cups in the upright. All right, Spirit, tell me about this Seven of Swords reverse. All right, I'm hearing incomplete. So what's so incomplete about the Seven of Swords reverse? Lady Justice, I'm hearing. Transcribe. Immunity. So, okay, immunity sounds like somebody has been given the power to be able to withstand or withhold because of immunity, or just perhaps being saved or skipped over. I'm hearing possible bearing. Okay, so Spirit, overall, I know that there's an energy of politics and governing going on here in the pre-shuffle or the channeling, but what exactly is happening with that energy in regards to the Seven of Swords reversed? I'm hearing transparency. I keep seeing an image of Trump. Trump's face has been heavy since this channeling. For some reason, it could have been anybody in politics in the history of time, but his face keeps coming up. But I keep seeing, something like I'm being shown that there's like a mask of Trump over the face of like a lizard. I mean, which I know a lot of people, who are conspiracists, they feel that, those who are in governing positions when it comes to elitism and ruling the world, are they come from like a different species, Shapeshifters, but that's what I'm being shown by way of a Trump mask being over the top of a lizard. That's a shape-shifting energy. So that's what I'm getting here with this Seven of Swords reverse. Shape-shifting among us is what I'm hearing. So like this is like a real actual thing. It's no longer speculating or spectisms or whatever, because what it's letting me know is I feel like that's going to be, I'm hearing reap the reward. So I'm hearing that that's going to be possibly something that's exposed to where people will have no choice but to actually, it'll be relatable to people at this point. I don't know how it's going to be relatable, how it's going to be made that way, but it seems like something that I'm hearing unforgiving. Maybe that's how it's designed, by way of something that an act that is going to be unforgiving, but it's like for the powers that be, for the world to see. And I'm hearing, it feels like the people are the governing power. So that's a huge statement of an energy in itself. So that means no longer being ran by or being under the impression of. That's where this is kind of heading down, I'm seeing. So the real power relies within the people. But the Seven of Swords reverse would have you think, feel, believe, understand. I'm hearing underestimate. I guess that would be yourself for the position that you play or have, because of the powers that be. Like they've had control of things forever. So that enterprise energy, that's where we are right now with the judgment. Judgment came out 3 times in the channeling. So I did also write down mystery surrounding politics and astro. When I got to the word astro, it was incomplete. But then after that, after I drew the question mark, physics came up. So this registered seats also has a lot to do with how these roles are played and maintained. They're already set aside. I'm hearing something about elected officials and that it doesn't have anything to do with elected officials. Because, you know, it's like you can elect Joe Schmo into the seat. I'm hearing county seat, but there's a takeover that happens once that person is elected. And maybe that's the shape-shifting energy that comes into play, y'all, once this person gets into position. And I'm being, you know, shown and told that this is a family man, a stand-up guy. You know, they show that they're faithful. They go to church every Sunday. They paint the picture of, you know, they have the perfect life and they want to see others live the American dream. You know, I'm specifically talking about America right now, but this could be all over the world. But only to get in that position, that rightful seat, that chair. And last hurrah came up. So I'm being called out to look at the last hurrah, because it's like the last thing that they'd ever known about themselves. I'm hearing wholesomeness. Wholesomeness. Their last known connection to wholesomeness. Like getting in that seat is their last hurrah. Something about these governing channels, y'all, they're not what they're made out to be, because there is some sort of inhabitant. There is some sort of possession that comes over this. And it has everything to do with politics. All right, y'all, let me keep going. So the 10 of Sacred Circles reverse, this would be equivalent to like the Pinnacle energy, coins. So, you know, this has everything to do with the completion. I'm hearing completion of a cycle, which is very relevant for it being a 10. But if we're talking about a completion of the 10 of Sacred Circles, which would be like the Pentacles, but it's in the reverse, a completion in that regard. Ooh. Doesn't sound very abundant right now, but I feel like that, excuse me. Yeah, it doesn't feel very abundant, you guys, because it's in the reverse. I'm hearing transference here with this card. I'm hearing the word minor, because minor for me, when that energy came up, I'm seeing like children, like adolescence, youth energy with the transference energy. Spirit, tell me more about that. I'm hearing time will tell. So if this has to do with like youth and leadership in regards to that wealth transfer energy that I'm picking up, I just want to see what this is in regards to this government buildings, officials, because this looks like a cluster of a commitment of a group, a channel. Enterprise is coming back up. I wrote that down. Oh, obviously. So it's falling. It's falling, y'all. I'm hearing something about the fall of, what is it? Is it Babylon? Babylon? Fall of Babylon? Yeah. Whatever that is surrounding that fall of Babylon energy is depicted here. And I'm hearing rise up. I hear in the background, London Bridge is falling down, falling down. May not have to do with the actual location of London and the London Bridge, but what was the premise behind the lyrics is my question right now. All is well in love and war. All right, y'all. These I'm sure that we're just scratching the surface with this information, but let me keep going. So next to this 10 of Sacred Circles reverse, I have the 4 of Cups. I'm looking at this like, why does this man have to look like Jesus though? But I'm hearing the fall of the Roman Empire. Does this have to do with greed? I mean, of course, the channel energy with the politics and then the shape shifting and then the oppression of people, but people not realizing their own power, that they're actually the governing power. When you have a government in place, no, it should be reversed. The people hold the power. But the fall of the Roman Empire, whatever that was that I just received, what does that have to do with the 4 of Cups and the energy that we're in, Spirit? What is the connection here? I'm hearing prize and propertier. Property or propertier or whatever that word is for ownership. Ownership of properties or lands. So there's some sort of fall of that. Maybe that was the fall of Babylon energy. Scapegoat I'm hearing. Okay, United Nations is coming up. So maybe the property and then the puppeteering, maybe that was the transference of energy there. Property, land, and then the puppeteering, people putting people into position as puppets. So I'm being led to ask, okay, so ask what the outcome is. All right, so Spirit, what's the outcome? I heard rise and fall. But we were under the energy of something falling anyway with this 10 of Sacred Circles. This is giving me right here. This is putting me in the energy of seeing someone preparing to go to war. This is somebody like, you know, they always say the man or the man, you know, that's an old school term to refer to the man, like the system keeping someone down or oppressed, the man. But this is that person who, you know, the kids are crying in the background, they're hungry, and this person's the head of the household, the family man, right? With the kids and the wife, whatever. But they're fed up. They're fed up with how they feel that they're in this position and they can't do anything about it. But they're realizing now that they can. So this, excuse me, y'all. Woo, I don't want this one out. This Four of Cups is also giving me like a flyer, like a poster. I don't know why I'm being taken back to, like, you know, when the world wars were happening, like in the 30s and 40s and all that. Like this would be a flyer. Like you going to work day in, day out, 12-hour day shifts. This is way back when people are walking home, you know, from work because there's no transportation like that. And you come across this poster and you're looking at the poster like, man, that looks like me. In that poster, and it says, will you join or something at the bottom? And they're like, yeah, I'm thinking about it every time I pass there. I'm tired as a dog. I'm sick of this situation. I want to do more. I don't want to see my family struggle like this, but I'm the only one that can provide, but I can also possibly do something about the situation. This is what I'm getting from this Four of Cups. Leadership. Or somebody finally recognizing that they can do something about it, but then seeing themselves in someone else, seeing themselves on a flyer, saying that person looks like me and I'm sick of it too. So yeah, where do I sign up? Let's join forces. That's this Four of Cups. And this also could be somebody who has been made aware of something that's true that they did not know, to say that, oh, that's make-believe. That's not true. Now they're sitting in a corner, you know, like really in a corner, almost in a fetal position, sitting upright, like, oh my God, it is true. That's the Four of Cups. So, you know, for me, tying into the channeled energy, this is somebody who is being faced with whatever is about. Listen, whatever this is, you guys, this calamity, it possibly has to do with this wealth transfer energy. Something's fallen down here, fall of Babel or Babylon or whatever I said in the channeling, whatever that is. When I think of Babylon, I'm thinking of people celebrating. There's gold. People are just throwing gold like away in the air like it's confetti. Like there's just abundance all over the place. But you have these people over here like, wait a minute, something ain't right. But I feel like the people here who are just throwing money in the air like it's nothing, these were the people in the operation of keeping people oppressed. But that's coming to an end. It's in the reverse. So this person's sitting over here like, oh my God, I'm not alone. Like somebody else notices that too. Somebody else is in the same position I'm in and we're sick of it. We're tired of it. So whatever is happening around this time, you guys, between September 23rd, 26th, I saw Trump's face a number of times, but I also saw it as a mask, right? For lizard eyes. Right? All right, y'all, I'm already out of energy. Because I mean, this, you know, this is basically just kind of like a surface level. Like I'm sure it's very, very much so deeper. I mean, it's to be determined because we're not even here yet. It's close. It's knocking at the door. And there is an end of some sort of 7-year cycle upon us around this time. So there's something surrounding politics. Possibly there's an exposure coming up here about this lizard eyes, whatever that was with the shape shifting. and that people are sick of it. People are realizing that, yeah, we are under some sort of, I'm seeing the word that has to do with dictatorship. It's heavy in China. Starts with a C. But for like, you know, just your average everyday person who lives in the land of the free, the home of the brave, to feel like they're in that kind of position, yeah, they're realizing that now. All right, y'all. I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna stop here, and yeah, hope this helps.